Welcome to this introductory video for Evaluate Estimating for JNC Construction Manager 50.net. Our proposed solution would be for you to produce your estimating in our Evaluate solution, which would allow you to send your budgets across to Construction Manager 50.net in the form of tender codes, manage the full project lifecycle in a fully integrated solution from initial tender, which you would produce in Evaluate, through to project to final account, which you would manage in Construction Manager 50.net. Evaluate is a resource-based estimating solution following the traditional methods of describe, measure and price. We are not trying to reinvent the wheel. We are not trying to change the way you estimate. We are simply trying to replicate what you are doing, but instead of using non-integrated, disparate manual systems such as Excel spreadsheets, you have one fully integrated solution. Describing is about producing your bill of quantities, your cost plans, using templates and previous jobs, your own libraries or Laxton's libraries. We have the SMM7 and NRM2 Laxton's library available within the Evaluate solution, with the item lines coming fully built up. You're also able to import an Excel bill of quantity to price using your libraries and then export back out in the same format it was sent to you in. Measuring is about doing on-screen takeoffs. Those takeoffs have a live link to item lines in your bill of quantities. We can do the takeoffs from PDF, DWGs, BIM models and many other file types. Pricing is about amending the base rates at job resource rates. So maybe your labour rates in a different part of the country will be different. Adding your margins on via the tender settlement part of the system, and then maybe you also need to split your bill into subcontractor packages, which you can send out via our subcontractor portal and then compare and select one to use in your bill of quantities. If we have a look at the Evaluate system, you can see it's been designed to look like a traditional bill of quantities. On my right hand side here I have Laxton's SMM7 library, which has 25,000 item lines fully built up. If I select a section and I start drilling down into that section and pulling items into the left hand side of my screen into my bill of quantities, you will see that those items come fully built up with the resources required to complete the item line. Once you have described, we can then start measuring. So if we add a measurement here, we're going to measure bedroom 3. We're going to give it a height. And we're going to simply click around the lines that we need to measure, which will tell us that this is 11 meters squared. We can now link that to our item line via the dim sheet, and we can say we want to link the length. We can say we want to link the area, or we can say we want to link the vertical area. That is a live link, so any amendments made to your measurements and in your drawing, they would reflect on the bill of quantities. Once you have priced up your bill of quantities and done your measuring, you would then maybe want to manage all the resources you're using in this bill, every single labour, material, plant, and you can amend the rates via this part of the system. So maybe your labour you want to amend to £20 an hour. You can replace your resources from your library. You can also send out inquiries to suppliers. The tender settlement part of the system will allow you to add on your uplifts for your margins. You can view this via resource group, labour, materials, plant and subcontractor packages. These columns are user definable. They can be changed to what you want, and you can add your margins on either as a value or percentage. You can add your margins on by resources or by project structure. Once you have produced your bills, you can then generate some reports. I'm going to show you one bill of quantity report, which will have your company logo and a copy of the bill of quantity. Finally, you can export this into JNC. This will create a unique reference. If we now go into the JNC system, where I've created a project, if I go to the tender import, I can now import my budgets. If I select the file, I select a template I wish to use, and I now import that into JNC. You have your budgets, labour, material, plant, subcontractor package, and you would now manage the project as you normally would in constructionmanager.net. If you'd like to find out more information, then please do get in touch. We are able to offer tailored one-to-one demonstrations using your drawings, your data and your bill of quantities.